everyone, Nancy with our treasure home. Smiling through the pain. Welcome to the channel. So, those who know what's going on, we call it spinal stenosis. L4 and L5, this is bulging towards the nerves. So, it's really bad. So, today was my first round of shots. So I said, I'll let everybody know what's going on and the journey. Oh my gosh. It's been 2 hours, actually longer than that. 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. Well, it's around 6:30 now. So, yeah, my pain level is still a 8, 9, sometimes a 10. So, the worst possible thing I could think of that could happen with this thing. So, I'm going to turn the TV off so there's no glare. There we go. You can see my eyes. Cry, laugh, cry, laugh. So, got there. Told me what it's for, what's going to happen. This is the invasive step before surgery. You know, people say no surgery. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that either. He gave me the shot, and I'm telling y'all, literally, I was paralyzed from the waist down between 5 and 10 minutes. He said this will last for 3 or 4 minutes, doing the shot and everything, done and everything. You can get up. Like, no, I can't. And I'm on my stomach. I go, you can move. I'm like, I cannot move. And normally I can't move my left leg. My right leg is my good leg, so I was trying to move it. It's like somebody was sitting on it, had 1,000 pounds on my, no. And they like, I say, you gotta give me a moment. I am trying to move my foot, nothing. And I'm just like, they go, you okay? I say, no, I'm not okay. So I cannot move my legs, period. And they panicked. And I'm like, this has never happened before. Okay. So I finally was able to move my right foot. So I start moving my right toes, then my right foot. And it's been a good thing I've been doing these exercises with my arms and all to build up my upper body strength, because that's the only way I moved. So they went and got the doctor. He came in and the look on his face was utter terror, because he goes, we never had this happen before. He goes, what's going on? They went and got a bed, put me in a hospital bed, and they put me in a, you know, just like an ER room. They had the curtains and everything. He goes, well, you moving? Because by the time he got in there, I was like, you moving now? I'm like, barely. I'm like, I cannot move my legs. And so it was, you know, upper body strength, moving myself around. And it's just like, they keep saying, we never had this happen before. But I'm telling you, that was fear. And I'm talking about fear. I was like, oh my God, what the heck did you do to me? And that was not the word I was thinking of when I said it. So they got me in the bed, and the nurse was talking to me, and they told me, if this, and this happens, get to the ER fast. Especially if you have a headache. Well, I haven't eaten since breakfast by that time, and so, you know, my headache, it is starting to hurt. That's because I haven't eaten. But I got supper. I've been eating crackers. So we sat down. She let me sit there, and she got me to sit up. And we sat up. I said, just finish doing the paperwork so we can go. I stood up, still couldn't move my legs. It was like someone holding me down. I know people can do 100 weeks on their legs. You like put 1,000 pounds on your legs and try to walk. It wasn't happening. So she goes, "You want to try to walk or wheelchair?" I just gave her this blank stare, like, go see what your mommy and daddy want. You're supposed to be eating dinner, dog. Now, shh. Why are you shh? So you could have stayed and walked in here and got your water. Silly girl. So I said wheelchair. And my son, the look on his face was like, he was ready to cuss. Because I was like, just go get the car. And I'll explain later. So we get down there and everything. And I tried to get up out of the wheelchair to get the car. He literally picked me up and put me in the car. So I was like, So we're talking on the way home and everything. We get almost home. I'm like, "You got my phone?" He goes, he left the phone. So by the time we got back to the office, they had closed early and everything. So we get home, do the locate thing, and had to wait and everything. And finally, somebody was nice enough, and I think it was the cleaning crew, took it to the security office. And they called his number and everything, and I got my phone back. So, that was the Lord trying to teach both of us a lesson. I just because I talked when I went to go back in the back, and I gave him my phone. I said, "I don't need this thing." I guess the Lord wanted to know if how I was going to react if I didn't have a phone. I'm like, "Oh, well, I just go change passwords on the computer and do everything and just do through the computer like I've always done." Yeah, I lost pictures and stuff and everything, but I've lost things before and more pictures and other stuff, and I'm just like, it's a phone. But he felt really bad that he had left my phone. He really was beating himself up. I just tried to calm him down and tell him it's okay. The Lord had this for a reason. We don't know what. We may never know why, but it was done this way for a reason. So we got the phone back and everything. So what time is it? Because I have this too, and it does the same thing. And I put an SD card in and everything. So he goes, "Yeah, I'll put a lock on your phone." It's 5:51. Okay, I'll put a lock on the thing. I don't like doing that because, but now we'll all put a lock on my phone so he can locate the phone and all stuff like a little kid. But anyway, that's a good thing to have. If you have locate on your phone, put it on. They track us now anyway, so what difference does it make? But I wanted to give everybody an update. The nice little bracelets. So, yeah. I didn't like that. I didn't like being paralyzed at all. I had feeling. I could feel, but yeah, I couldn't lift my legs. Not one bit. And now I'm slower than a snail. But, they said, "Oh, in a couple hours, you should feel good because it's a numbing medicine with a steroid, down, right where all that is supposed to relieve all that pressure and the swelling and all that. In a few hours, you should feel real good and everything. You could, do things, but then take it easy for the next few days." I know what they were saying, but I was like, I don't jog, I don't walk, I don't go do all that stuff. But I was like, you're kind of contradicting yourself. No, take it easy today. You should get back to your normal things the next few days. But then it's going to take 3 to 4 days for the steroid to kick in, and you give it a few. I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's like, is this shot going to push this back into place and everything so it doesn't push on the nerves? Oh, no, this is not going to. I was being sarcastic. So, I want to give everybody an update. I've been quiet about everything for a little while because I didn't know what was going to happen. And yeah, we'll see in the next few days what's going to happen. And then I have to call and ask how I'm doing. I have this nice little chart thing that I'm supposed to circle every hour how my pain level is. It goes from a 10, which is supposed to be the worst, which mine is way higher than that, down to an 8, maybe a 7, then it goes back to a 10. And what's new now is from my knees to my ankles are heavy. I've never had that before. So it's like, oh my gosh, this is not, my body is different than everybody else's. So that's what happened. I hadn't been on the phone. I did post stuff about crochet stuff, and I'm like, I got plenty I can do, sitting, laying, creating a lot of things. Lunch videos might be on hold. I don't know. We'll see. I'll lean on the counter. It'll hold me up. Oh, like I said, you laugh, you cry, you laugh, you cry. All those emotions going up and down. So that is my day today. I do have a lunch video I need to post, which was actually yesterday's lunch, but it doesn't matter. It's still lunch. So if you haven't, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you next time on Our Treasure Home.